Well, hey there, friends. Welcome to today's episode. This is my 200th podcast episode. And when I think about that, I am just blown away. One, at the goodness of God that He would allow me to come and sit in front of a microphone and share what I've learned with y'all. And two, that you guys would listen. And this has become one of the top 1% shows globally. And that is just a testament to God's goodness and to y'all, and for sharing this with your friends and family members and for tuning in to listen. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So whether you are an OG podcast pal or a new podcast pal, I want to welcome you to this special episode. And also, I kind of blew up my business a little bit in a good way in the last couple months. And I'm going to tell you all about that at the end so that it will make sense. It's not clickbait, I promise. But today, I'm going to share with you the simplest four-part strategy to building an SEO system that can 300x your website traffic. Because I know you're not just listening to this podcast so you can hear me celebrate, right? Like, I want to give you practical tactical. So be prepared to listen. I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory so that things make sense. And then I'm going to walk you through the 4-part simplest way to get 300, 500, even 12,000% more website traffic using this proven system and the best in my humble opinion way to do it. All right, y'all, we're going to jump on in. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing. Do you want to grow your business with sustainable traffic sources? Have you heard about the power of search engine optimization and you want to take advantage of it to get more traffic, more eyeballs on your business? But when it comes down to it, does SEO feel complicated and hard to implement? Are you tired of wondering what in the heck to do with your website to get more traffic and more leads knocking on your door? What if I could tell you that there was a simple, proven system for using SEO, blogging, and copywriting to get leads from your website, and not just any leads, high converting leads. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, wife, mama, copywriter, SEO strategist, and barrel racer. And for the last 8 years, I've been figuring out what works and what doesn't work in the world of online marketing to get organic traffic. And now I'm here to share all the things I'm learning in the trenches of SEO, copywriting, and content marketing. How does 300%, 500%, or even 12,000% more traffic in a year sound? What could your business do with that kind of traffic increase? How many more people could you help? So listen in and prepare to take notes. I'm about to drop simple, actionable SEO marketing and copywriting tips, all with a heavy dose of Jesus-loving encouragement. Let's get you more traffic and more leads so you can help more people with your God-given gifts. All right, y'all. So some backstory, because I like to keep it real, raw, practical, tactical with you here. So I have been in the online business world, like legit, for 8 years now, over 8 years. I've always known that I wanted to do business and be in business. I've got like the true entrepreneurial bug or gene or whatever you want to call it. Like, I was the kid with a lemonade stand down a rural road without much traffic, but that's another story, right? Like, but that's always kind of been in my blood. And, I cleaned houses in high school and Bible college. I made headbands to sell those to make money for barrel racing. Like, was selling, raising and selling dogs for a while. Like, I've done a lot of things to build a business and build little businesses. And so, I've always known, right, that like the entrepreneurial thing was going to be my thing, right? Whether I knew it or like just knew it in my bones, right? And 8 years ago, I was sitting holding my daughter, who is now 7. Can you even? I was sitting holding my baby girl, and I had heard the Lord tell me, Faith, you need to start a blog. And I was like, yes, sir. And so I just started a blog, and I started blogging about the things that I was passionate about, which BT dubs are many. And so I started blogging about faith and spiritual growth and following the Lord and knowing the Lord more. And then I was like, well, being healthy is important, which I still think. And so I was writing about being healthy and health tips and how to stay fit and exercise with one kid in the house. Bless me. Aren't I hilarious? And then my husband is really big into elk hunting. And so I was like, let's incorporate that. And so I just had this blog and I'm like, I'm going to change the world with all of these passions in one place. Bless me. And then I got into copywriting and content writing. And then I got into SEO like the hard way, the accidental hard way. And one day I was sitting working on content for a client because I've always been a writer, and I'm working on content for a client and I see that their website had an extra 0 on the traffic side of it than mine. Like my beautiful zhuzhed up website that I just thought was so perfect. They had a whole extra digit of traffic. And I was like, what in the world? Maybe they had 2 digits, extra digits. I don't know. It was a lot more than I was getting. And that opened up the what is SEO and how does it work question for me. And so since then, I have been on a quest to really dive in and figure out how to get more eyeballs on valuable content and good products, because it always made me sad that I could craft a really great message. I could write a really good blog that would genuinely help somebody, but there wasn't anybody finding it. And the only people who were reading it were my mom and my best friends, right? Hence the deep dive into SEO. And I've shared a lot of this with y'all, but in building a business and this desire that I had to, help people and help people know Jesus and help people live healthier, that was, just kind of originally my goal. I tried really hard at the whole blogging from the heart thing. And I've always been a pretty good writer, so I knew I could write good content, right? And then I tried really hard at social media. And I was/am the kind of person that I don't really care if I look like a goofball in front of the camera. So you'd think I'd be great at social media. But it was exhausting. It was exhausting. I was spending hours shooting content and creating content instead of hanging out with my kids, right? I was trying to frame the angle the right way and shoot this and then reshoot this and then put captions and all blah, 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 like this social media grind. And I knew I had great content, but I couldn't get it in front of people. And so the more that I dug into SEO, the more I realized that number one foundation of a good SEO strategy had to be keyword research. Because I was creating content, I was creating blogs that while they were helpful, they weren't crafted in such a way that people were searching for them. So they weren't going to get found, right? And then number two, I found that I had to get my website poop in a group. Like I couldn't just have a beautiful website with words, whatever words I wanted, wherever I wanted them. I had to craft things really strategically so that they could get found, right? And then I had to learn how to blog consistently because little baby blogger Faith, it took me 6 hours, a solid 6 hours to come up with an idea, write the content, edit the content, post the content, make it pretty, upload it, right? It took me a solid 6 hours per blog. And then I had to figure out all of the maintaining stuff behind that. And so it's been a journey. It's been a journey. And in doing all of that, the fun part about having a client side of my business is I get to experiment. And so make sure that it's not just one person that all of these strategies are working for. Okay, so that's been the journey, right? And then about 3-4 months ago, I really wanted to start digging into funnels and getting people into my courses, which y'all heard about in the episode with Gillian Perkins, because I have this great course and it walks people through all these things, blah, 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 but I'm just not getting the number of sales that I want, blah, 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 blah. And so I really started digging into my funnels. And in the process of doing that, I was like, I really need to zhuzh up my course, right? And optimize my course. So then I get to looking at it And the course that I had created was called the Organic Marketing Framework, which I love. Like, I still stand behind the content in that course. It is absolutely transformational. But I did lots of market research and I just really reanalyzed everything. And I realized that my course, the Organic Marketing Framework, it was too big. It was too much, because inside of that, I was teaching not just how to set your website up for success in a day, but I was teaching full-on copywriting strategies, like how to do copywriting for your entire website. I was teaching how to create SEO content. I was teaching how to repurpose that SEO content for social media. And I was teaching how to use Pinterest, and I was teaching like several workflows, which was all good and it all works, except that, y'all, I haven't used social media for my business in 2 years. And I'm not actively using Pinterest. And so in just trying to stay very genuine in everything that I teach, I thought, man, I either need to like bust my butt and refigure out how to use social media and Pinterest, like actually use it, actually get the results, or I need to partner with somebody who is using social media and using Pinterest, even if it's two different somebodies, to teach this so that I know that it's up to date, right? Or door number 3, I was like, you know what? What if I redo the whole thing? So in true Faith Hannon fashion, I just kind of blew it up and rebuilt from the ground up. So in the past month, in addition to all of my mom duties and homeschooling and client work and some collaborations that I had in the past month, I have rebuilt an entire course and simplified the whole thing to create what I am now calling the Simple SEO Framework and Group Coaching Program. And what I did is I just cut every ounce of fluff that I could cut. I took out all of the why behind the what you should do. And what I have laid out is a step-by-step system to set up the back end of your website in half a day to a day. And then exactly how to spend an hour and a half creating compelling SEO optimized blog content a week, hour and a half a week to create blog content, and then 30 minutes a week on what I call machine maintenance to keep your website working, right? Like, so you don't have broken links and just random crap attacking the SEO effectiveness of your website, so to speak. So what I did is I took everything that we're doing in my business that's actively working to get clients 300, 500, even legitimately 12,000% more traffic in a year. I took everything that we're doing, the frameworks and the templates, and I put it together in a kick butt course with time estimates so that okay, I have 15 minutes, I need to watch this video, and then 30 minutes to execute. Okay, this video is 10 minutes, and then I have an hour to execute. And step by step by step, so that you can get the SEO part of your website, your page titles, your meta descriptions, your H1 text, all figured out and optimized and then fixed on your own website in half a day. Now, how in the heck are you going to do that, right? Like, what even, Faith? Well, you're going to learn how to do your keyword research the right way. You're going to get an Uber Suggest tutorial. You're going to learn, like I said, how to write your page titles and meta descriptions. You're also going to get an above the fold training so that you know how exactly to write your above the fold so that people don't want to run away when they get to your website, right? Because it doesn't matter how much traffic you have. If you don't convert when they get there, you're going to get my 23 section homepage copy prompt template. You're going to get my buyer psychology backed homepage layout, because I still had to include some copy stuff in there. Like, I love SEO, but it doesn't matter how great your traffic is if it doesn't convert when they get there, right? So my little copywriter heart, I had to put the copywriting stuff in there. You're going to get a checklist of exactly what you should update on your website and tutorials on how to do it. You're going to get my strategy for planning out content. So you're going to know how to plan out the right content, right? And then you're going to get the full-fledged tutorial on how to create SEO friendly blogs that don't suck without using AI, right? Then I'm going to teach you how to write great titles, because it doesn't matter how great your content is if people don't click on it and read it, right? And then you're also going to learn an easy email marketing strategy to get you opened, to get your emails opened and serve people well, because ultimately we're in business to serve people, right? And then you're going to learn how to keep this traffic generating machine working with checklists of everything that you need to do each week of the month, and then activities that you need to rotate through so that you don't wind up with 900,000 broken links and a poop domain score because you never maintain your machine, aka your website. So run on over to faithhannon.com/framework and check out everything offered in this course. It is very strategically crafted to help you get your SEO poop in a group quickly, and then start writing blogs that only take you an hour and a half to write, and then half an hour of machine maintenance a week, so that you don't have to spend weeks and months working on your SEO strategy, because I don't want you to get stuck in the research rabbit hole and never come up for air and actually implement that strategy, okay? Then I added on group coaching to this course because I wanted to be able to walk with y'all through this journey of getting 300, 500, 12,000% more website traffic. And I wanted to be available for questions and coaching in a way that was more affordable for y'all. So included in your purchase of this framework are 10 group coaching calls spread out through your year of access, because again, I know you have questions and I want to be able to walk with you and work with you through those. But because you're doing the coursework as well, I can be very succinct and in my answers, and I can coach you really strategically, because I know, oh, you have the Uber Suggest tutorial, you have the Above the Fold worksheet, you have the content repurposing stuff, you have all of these assets, and then I can coach you really specifically on how to utilize those assets in your business. So go on over to faithhannon.com/framework. The bonuses and tutorials alone are worth over $6,000, but the price on this course is not $6,000, okay? For 1 year access, currently special launch price, it's $1,297. After the launch, it will go up to $1,597, okay? So make sure that you get over there, get signed up, right? I made it super easy with payment plans. You get a year access, you get group coaching, you get tutorials and templates, you get everything that you need to set your website up for SEO success, to build a traffic generating machine with a blog, and an hour and a half of content creation, the whole shebang for your blog every week, and then half an hour of maintenance, so that you can get back to doing the things that you love about your business. You can grow your business strategically other ways too. You can serve more clients. You can, take time off and hang out with your family. Because here's the bottom line. If you don't start working on your SEO today, where are you going to be a year from now? Are you still going to be hustling to generate leads, or are you going to have 52 pieces of long form SEO friendly blog content out there still working for you? I don't know about y'all, but I would much rather spend an hour and a half to 2 hours a week creating searchable, search-friendly content than filming 900 reels trying to just stay ahead of the content creation hamster wheel. So let me help you start working smarter, not harder, and using SEO strategically in your business in a way that makes sense and works, all right? So again, I am so thankful for y'all. I'm so thankful that I've gotten to serve y'all through 200 podcast episodes now. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'm excited to see you guys inside of the Simple SEO Framework and group coaching call. I am so excited to sit across the Zoom screen from y'all once a month and help you grow your businesses using the power of search engine optimization. And I'm going to pray for y'all and then peace out, okay? Well, Lord, I thank you for the podcast pals, the podcast friends that you have given me. Lord, I thank you for the ability to use this podcast, Lord, to help reach small business owners who are trying to grow their business. And Lord, I ask that you would give them, Lord, wisdom, if this is the right thing for their business and the right time and the right fit, and that you would help them to boldly make a decision either way. And Lord, I ask that you would help me to serve them well, to serve them better and better and better on this podcast, via emails, and even in the program. Lord, I thank you for the gift that you've given each of them, Lord, that you would help them to go forth boldly and serve their people well, Lord, to share your love with their people, to share the things that you've put on their heart to share unashamedly, Lord. And Lord, that you would just help them to be a light to those around them. And Lord, that you would help all of us, Lord, to love you well and honor you with everything we think, say, and do. In Jesus' mighty, mighty name. All right, head on over to faithhannon.com/framework and read all about it. Shoot any questions that you have over to info@faithhannon.com, and we would love to help you in any way that we can. All right, y'all. God bless. Bye. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts? That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.